Hello. It's good to see you. Today we are going to be wrapping some presents for our angel tree kids. And this is the paper that I picked out for them today. I went to Target and I found a different pattern, a different paper for each of them. I picked this one out for the 5-year-old. It has like little dinosaurs on it. I picked this one out for the 7-year-old. It has these funny little Christmas trees on it. And they just, I don't know, they look like they're dancing. And this one I picked out for the 8-year-old. It has little snow tubing bunnies and reindeer. That's for the 8-year-old. For the girl. And then for the 13-year-old, I just picked out this blue fa la 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 paper. I didn't have a lot of luck finding, I was going to try to find some Mickey Mouse paper and Minecraft paper for these two because they like Mickey Mouse and Minecraft. I wasn't able to find any, so I just went with these right here. So I have 2 rolls of each of these here for them. And today we're going to be wrapping the 5-year-old's presents. So I have this paper here for him, and we'll clear these away. But first I have to show you my Christmas sweater. This is, I'm going to show you in a different angle in a second, but I got this cool Christmas sweater and I have to show you. You can see it has, it's a Metallica Christmas sweater. I got this in the Metallica store. So it's actually from Metallica, and you can see it has the burnt Christmas tree on it. I'm going to see them next year and I'm just very excited, and I saw that they had this sweater, so I had to get this. You know, my first and only concert was a Metallica Guns N' Roses at Faith No More concert in 1992, and I haven't been to a concert since then except for the Justin Timberlake concert that I went to last week. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm so excited that they're coming back to my area. So yeah, it's an actual sweater. It's not like a sweatshirt. It is a knitted sweater. I'll show you the back. So on the back it has their tour thing on it. 72 seasons greetings. We have a lot of great presents for the 5-year-old. He loves Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is just his favorite thing in the world. So we have some Mickey Mouses here for him. We have a Funko Pop. We have a little Mickey Mouse race set. And he also likes cars. He likes cars and dinosaurs too. So we have some dinosaur stuff. We have some die-cast cars here for him. And we even have a little Mickey Mouse watch. I'm going to leave it in this little box that it came in. And it comes in a little Mickey Mouse tin. And I'm just going to wrap it like that. So, yeah. So we're going to be wrapping some of his stuff today. And we'll get started. We're going to start with an oddly shaped present. I love this. This is from Hug Me's by Squishmallows. And they partnered with Disney to make some squishy little friends. We have Mickey Mouse here. I love the expression on his little face. So I thought about putting this in a box. I may just wrap it like it is, just like this. I think we can do that. It's pretty solid, pretty sturdy. So we have his fun paper here. We're gonna roll that out. Now, if you've never wrapped presents before, and a lot of people haven't, it's nothing to be afraid of. You want to take a look at the size of your present and the size of your wrapping paper, because some rolls of paper are longer than others. You know, this is like a standard roll, but some come way out here, like they're really long. You want to what I try to do, I try to figure out the way to wrap it with the least amount of paper possible. So do you want to turn it this way, or do you want it this way? Do you want it portrait, or do you want it landscape? I think we could do it this way. So you're going to have a seam where the ends come together. I like to have that on the underside. So we're going to turn Mickey over. You don't have to worry about him suffocating because he's in a bag and he's already done that. So we don't have to worry about him. You want enough paper here to come up over, at least just over halfway over the present, whether it's a box or an item like this. You want to make sure you have enough paper to lap over. And so I love this paper. You can't really see it, but it's scored. It has lines on the back, which is wonderful. Some wrapping paper does not have that, but this does. I think if we cut it about here, I think we'll be good. Okay. So it's going to come over this way. Let's see. I could have actually done it this way. We can actually do him either way because he's kind of the same both ways. And if I do it this way, we can have enough paper left over to use this for some of the smaller packages. Let's see. So if I'm going to bring it up here, I want enough paper to come all the way up over this piece, or this end right here. The good thing about this present is it's kind of squishy, so it's not firm, so you can actually squish them a little bit if you need to. Do you know I haven't wrapped any presents since we were together last year for Christmas presents? I haven't. I just realized I haven't wrapped anything since last Christmas. Usually during the year I'll wrap at least one or two for somebody, but I did have a few gift giving occasions, but I just put them in gift bags. I didn't wrap them. Okay. Now, we're going to look here and see how much paper over it like comes down. So you have the end of Mickey Mouse is about here. We have a lot of extra paper right here. Now, you could leave it like this, and I'm tempted to. I'm kind of looking at it. But let's look at the other side. Over here, we don't have quite as much. We have a little bit. Let's cut a little bit of that off. I think we could remove a little bit. I have cut this little strip off down here. Okay. It looks a little ragged, but it doesn't matter. You can pull it off if you want. He's 5. I don't think he'll judge me too harshly. So this is not a good example. I'll show you with one of the boxes the way to do this part. It's kind of hard on a squishy item. But we're going to just bring these in, fold a little crease there, bring it up there. We want to make sure to tape it enough so this does not come undone. Also with these presents, it's important to remember that they will be transported at least twice because I have to take them back to the facility with the angel tree. And then the parent or guardian is going to take them. It will be transported at least one more time. So I try to pick paper that's not too thin because then paper is more likely to tear. And I try to use enough tape so that it doesn't come undone, hopefully. And whatever paper is left over, like I bought 2 rolls, I will give the parent or guardian the extra paper if they want to use it. So you bring it down, crease it a little, bring it in, crease it again. And then this part comes up. I probably could have put this in a box, but I didn't feel like it. It's okay. So there we have our first present for our angel tree kids this year. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Since we have this little piece of paper right here, I thought we could go with the Funko Pop. We could wrap this little thing. I have several small presents for him, so we can use little leftover pieces for those. Let's see if it'll work for the Funko Pop. Okay. It looks like we're fine going this way, but will it be enough going this way? One way you can kind of tell if you're not sure is you can take your present and put it up to the edge of the paper like that and try to hold it in place and roll it to see, and see it comes off the paper. One way to kind of tell is to put the present like you're looking at it the way you want it to go, and you want to see if you have enough paper on both this side over here and over here to come at least halfway up the top of the present, and kind of eyeballing it. It looks like it should be okay. I'm coming this way. Yeah, we're good. So we're going to turn it face down again because we want the two pieces to meet on the back so it doesn't show on the front of the present. Now, when I wrap these, I do not put bows on them because they're going to be transported again twice at least, and those bows are going to get crushed or they're just going to pop off. So what I do is I provide bags of bows and tags for the parent or guardian for all these presents so that they can add the tags and bows when they're ready to. So we're not going to be putting bows on them. So we bring the paper together, put a piece of tape there. All right, see? So you're gonna just take this part here, push it down like that. This is easier to show you with a nice shape like this. And then crease there and here. And then these parts here are going to come in like this. And then you crease here. Now you can, if you want to, put a little piece of tape here to hold this in. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It doesn't really matter. And then you bring this piece in, crease it, and then you can bring it up like that. And now it's ready for tape. And sometimes what happens is, so you could just leave a piece there. It can get caught right here. This can snag on something, so if I feel like it's sticking out a lot, I will just take some tape and just kind of press it down like that. So it's nice and secure. And we'll do the same thing over here. See, you could do this. It's really easy. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. I'm not an expert by any means, but my mom didn't like Christmas. She was kind of a combination of the Grinch and Charlie Brown from the Charlie Brown Christmas special. It was kind of strange, but anyway, when I was 8, she taught me how to wrap presents. And from then on, I wrapped everyone's presents except my own for Christmas every year because she hated doing it. She kind of looked at Christmas like a root canal. Like she dreaded it, and she was always glad when it was over, and she complained the whole time. But I still enjoyed Christmas. I love Christmas. There. Hey, look at that. Look how nice that looks. See? I don't think you might be able to guess that's a Funko Pop from the size of the box, but maybe not. I just noticed this wrapping paper has little bones on it. This bone has a little bow. That's funny. Okay, and this little Stegosaurus is covered in Christmas lights. It's a little dinosaur egg with Christmas lights. Look at this guy, he's got a little scarf. That's cute. So there is our second present for the 5-year-old. And next, we have the Dinosaur 5-in-1 Creativity Kit from Crayola. Comes with all kinds of neat stuff. Oh, I hope you'll like that. Alright, so we have our paper here. So do you think it would go better this way or this way? I'm thinking, what do you think? That way? Yeah, possibly. But again, it doesn't really matter if we have some bits left over because we can always use it for the smaller presents. I accidentally ripped it a little bit when I was cutting it, but I think it'll be okay. So, yeah. This way, I think. So you want to get it up to where you have enough to go up at least halfway on both ends. Okay. All right, now again, I think this is the front. We're going to turn it over. Here, we may not have any leftover paper for this. Nope. That's okay. I'm going to put a little piece of tape on that in just a minute. So yeah, I was sliding the scissors along the paper and it snagged and it ripped a little bit. I almost got to the end without it doing that. Okay. So again, put your little crease. I'm going to show you a little trick in a minute. So, there. These are kind of far apart. I think I'm going to put a little piece of tape to hold that down. And I'm trying not to put tape on the actual present itself. It's just a little thing. I don't know why it bugs me if you unwrap a present and a piece of the wrapping paper is stuck to the present and it stays there. I don't know why that bothers me. It just does. So I don't like the thought of any of these presents doing that. So we put a piece here and here, like that. Now here's the trick I'm going to show you. Say you're getting ready to wrap a present and then you realize it doesn't come down far enough to cover one of the sides. You can always take a leftover piece like this and cut it and fit it in there and just tape it to this part. So I always have little strips like this that I've cut off. You can just take a little snip of that and just fit it down in here, under here, and tape it to these parts. And also, I saved some of these after I've finished using a roll of wrapping paper, I will cut it and wrap it around and tape it. So you could do 2 or 3 of them so that it holds the wrapping paper, it keeps it from unwrapping, and it protects the paper, and you don't have to actually put tape on the paper that's going to mess up when you try to remove it. And when you're ready to use it, you just pull those little strips off and you're ready to go. You can also use used toilet paper rolls, but I just as soon use this. Okay. Again, you press it down, crease. I'm going slow so I can show you everything. In real life, I wrap them quite a bit faster. Put our little piece of tape here and here. Like that. Bring this up. Tape it there. And here. And here. And there we have it. There's the little activity set, all ready to go. Next, we have our little Mickey Stow and Go garage here. I hope he likes this. I hope it's not too little kid for him. He's 5, but you know, you never know. But I hope he will like it. I do know from his list that he likes anything Mickey Mouse. So I hope he likes the little cars and the little thing. It is cute. Okay. Let's see. This is a big one. We're going to put it face down like that. I don't know that we have enough paper to go that way. I'm thinking it might not come all the way up. One way you can kind of check is to take your present and put it at the very edge of the paper and then just try to hold it in place and walk it over. And it doesn't look like we have enough paper, but that's okay. So we're gonna have a lot of paper left over this way, but we will use it for one of the smaller presents. That is no big deal. So first, let's see. I have to figure out how much to cut to cover it this way. So I think I can actually just cut it about here. So then, because it's so big, we're gonna have to actually cut this way. So I want to figure out how much I need going this way. And I'm thinking I can cut this whole section off and we can save that for one of the other presents. We got this great big piece here. We can use that for something. Okay. And we still are going to have clothes to wrap for each child. We're just doing toys right now. I do have all their clothes. I'm waiting for their shoes. I've ordered them all some shoes on Amazon, and they're coming. If you want to be really fancy, you can adjust the paper so that this part right here is right in the middle. You can actually grab the ends like this and just roll it kind of like a tank. Well, in theory, sometimes it works. Sometimes you can just roll it. This one's not letting me. Okay. sure it's taped down securely. Like that. Now again, same procedure. You've got your paper here. You just fold it down, crease it. And there's no right or wrong way to wrap a present. Whatever works for you. This just works for me, so this is the way I've always done it. I think I'm going to secure that with a little tape. Let me just bring this up like that. Okay. Again, crease, crease. Bring these in. And see, these parts will kind of stick out, so I always want to secure those. And there we have the Mickey Mouse Stow and Go garage. Now this present could be a challenge. Now see, I'm kind of tempted to try to find a box that this will fit in. I think I'll just wrap it the way it is though. But so this end will be fine because it's kind of square, but this end is not square. My only advice for you with presents like this is to either put it in a gift bag, find a box to put it in, or just do your best. Again, I am not a professional. So, all right. Let's see. I don't think it really matters either way. It's going to be okay. And again, you just want enough paper to cover it. Let's see, maybe about here. Okay, we have a lot of extra paper here. Let's see. So we have enough this way. Cut about right there. Okay. This may not be pretty when we're done. I make no promises here. I can't just wrap rectangles. I have to show you some funky stuff. We'll place our first piece of tape to just kind of hold it. Okay. Let's do the square side first. Put a little bit more tape right here. Fold it down. Now it's not perfectly square. It's kind of rounded, but that's okay. I want to try to cure that a little bit. Okay. So it could sit like this or on the side or however. Okay. Now with a rounded shape like this, I just kind of let the paper do whatever it wants to do. I just kind of feel what the paper wants. It's not so bad. Sounds like a container of dog treats or something. But there we have our little container of dinosaurs. Let's see if we can use up some of our little strips of paper. Here we have a set of 6 pullback cars. I think I originally said there were 3, but actually I just saw here that it says there are 6 of these little cars in here. So we have some paper here. I think this would work. Okay. So we could do it this way. I think if we did it this way, we would have enough to cover the sides on both sides. Oh yeah. And cut it about right here. Okay. Okay. So again, I'm going to just push this down. Put in a little crease. Fold that in. Like that. These are wanting to stick out a little bit. I don't like that. I'll just kind of fasten them down a little. Bring this up. Put that there. Make sure that's secure. I know it may seem like I'm over taping some of these, but again, they're going to be transported. And from having experience of transporting presents, these pieces here they get snagged very easily. I'm trying to help prevent that. If I were just wrapping these to have here at home, I wouldn't use so much tape because they're not going anywhere. Okay. I'm still trying not to get the tape on the present. Because that just bugs me. Okay. There we go. We have our little dinosaur pullback cars. I have another one here that we might be able to use. Some of our scrap, maybe. Actually, I think this one may be a little bit too big for that, but that's okay. We have our little Mickey Mouse watch, and I know this would fit. Let's turn it upside down. This is a little one. A little bitty. We can actually trim the paper long ways a little bit. We don't need it to come out quite that far. Let's trim it this way first. Figure out how much we need to go this way. Cut it about here. And again, I use any of these little scraps to cut little strips to wrap around the roll and tape. Put tape on the scrap to keep the roll of paper from unrolling. Now we want to look at it this way. And we just want to make sure we have enough paper to go at least halfway up the side. So we're going to cut it about here. Perfect little piece to go around the roll. Okay. There we go. And again, we just fold it down and crease it. Bring it in, fold it up, tape it. Same thing on this side. Sticking up a little bit. Let's actually put a little bit more over here too. There and here. There we go. And there we have his little Mickey Mouse watch. I think this is going to be the last one that we wrap for him today. We have our dinosaur track. I still have more to wrap, and I think as far as videos, like for today, the two of us together, we're just gonna do this one here. In the next video, we will be whispering, and we will do the 7-year-old's presents. Alright, so we have our dinosaur funky little track with dinosaur cars. Pretty interesting. So again, we want to figure out which way to go. I think we'll go this way with it. Start it upside down. Put it here. And we have enough to go over this way, and then we have to make sure we have enough to go at least halfway up the side here. And we could probably cut it about there. Make sure the paper is not too loose. You don't want to pull it super tight because then you run the risk of tearing the paper, but you don't want it to be super loose on the package either. Secure these little bits here. Bring this up there. A little bit of paper or a little bit of tape here. And we'll do the same thing on this side. present that we're going to wrap today for the 5-year-old. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed getting to see these presents today, and we will have more videos to come for the other kids, and we will also be wrapping some of their clothes. I have clothes for everyone and shoes, so we'll be doing that later too. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again really soon.